I'm Karla Boos, Artistic Director of Quantum Theater and Director of The Golden Dragon.
All right. So why The Golden Dragon? What drew you to this show?
Well, I pick plays that move me, affect me, and I'd say I also pick plays that I don't quite understand. I don't understand how they work or why it moved me. So all those things were true. The voice of the play was different from other plays I've known, different from all the plays I've known, really. And I'd followed the work of Roland Schimmelpfennig for some years since the play that we produced by him in 2003 called The Arabian Night. Very interesting writer.
How was building and staging a show on Lake Carnegie?
Like all quantum shows, it was full of challenges, the solving of the problems, the trying to realize what is meaningful about the play in the environment, exploring our choices, and also being open to new things that come from the site in realizing the play. That's the journey of every quantum project. So the specific ones about this lake, we've never built platforms that float. We thought that would be extremely difficult for actors. It turned out to be the easiest thing of this show for the actors. There are so many other things that are so much more difficult. There are long expanses of space. We chose the site in part because we wanted to explore what it's like to have the actors go far away from the audience and come back in close. That posed a lot of technical challenges having to do with light and sound. There's an elaborate system of amplification here. Light is extremely gorgeous because things are lit that are very far away. An actor up close to the audience has a shadow on this hillside that fills the entire hillside. It's wonderful.
So this show has a lot of people playing roles that normally they wouldn't be cast in. Men playing women, young people playing old people. How was that process and getting the actors into those characters?
Yeah, well, isn't that sort of what we do in the theater? Time immemorial. We play at things that we're not. We empathize. We find out what it feels like to put on someone else's shoes. So in a way, it's an extension of that process. But it was extremely a complicated layering of those ideas because the actors are, first of all, performers whose age and gender is specified by the playwright. They're sort of narrating guides as what they are, and then they assume all these roles in the story, and by and large they're not things that they are, the roles that they assume. So just the constant going back and forth of that has really been an interesting challenge for everybody, and its point has to do with the main idea of the play, which is to explore what I would call otherness, what one is not, how one is defined other, and to see whether the result of that exploration is empathy or indifference.
Okay, great. Now, is there anything else you'd like to tell our audience members before they see the show?
Veterans of outdoor quantum shows will find this different, not only because the site is different, but because that there's amplification. Sometimes we're competing with the existing environment. We're not competing. In this case, one will hear everything, and one will also really have a sense of all the things that happen in this park. The world is in the play in this one. More and more I've explored that idea, and I think we've found some ways to solve the technical challenges of that, so that's a fun aspect of it. And it's just an exquisite part of a Pittsburgh park people may not know.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Karla.
Thanks, George.